think the way we connect to consumers is always like by first understanding them really well, trying to uncover insights, and then finding what's the best medium to create that connection. And I think that as technology evolves and as technology makes it that one-to-one, that personal connection easier, there will be like new and innovative ways that people connect, but always starting from the insight and starting from the idea.
Every time we use technology in honest, human ways, with the intent to for people to taste it more than they can see it, because I go back to the point of view that technology needs to be like salt. You need to taste it, not see it. Every time that happens, work is brilliant.
Incredibly innovative is the embracing of brand storytelling. I think it's a skill set that takes time to develop. I think partners are really important in that, in terms of partnering with people who know how to speak to consumers and do that with content on a daily basis. But I think brands are brave there. I think they need to be braver in putting money behind that and investing behind that, rather than focusing on the creative and then not enough people see it.
We have discovered that, you know, we can put our films, our television ads through our social channels, but actually when we go back to the heart of the idea and we express it in a way that is native to that channel or to that platform, it performs up to 6 times better. So a great example would be with our family campaign that we did this year, really focused on vacation homes. And we did create a spot that we used in digital and that we used on television or on broadcast channels. But when we went back to the heart of the idea and we actually worked with families and sent them to Airbnb properties and gave them all of the production tools to record essentially their own multimedia home video, that's what really worked in social and really told the message.
I think the augmented reality space is really interesting for storytelling. It puts things in your world, and like we've never seen them before. We've only seen kind of advertising campaigns on posters, and now all of a sudden you can have animations, characters. They can come to life in your world, and I think that's where the battleground will be now.
We'll really tap into people's passions, sports, entertainment, and we message according to those passions, and that's one sort of not technical way of using data, but an emotional way of leveraging data that I think is really valuable.
AI is brilliant at spotting patterns and trends, so I think they will give us insights so that we can create more relevant stories and stories that will chime with people's moods and trends and things like that. So in that way, they will help us to tell better stories.
I still think there's many new technologies emerging. The one that's been probably the most successful for us in the last 12 months is digital out of home. I think out of home had sort of got a bit dull and stale and sort of yesterday's news, and certainly sort of drifted off of our media plans. But with the advent of digital, it's become really interesting because it's hyper-contextual. So we can deliver personal, real-time messages in a way that really isn't possible in many other media. So for example, for Churchill, we can detect the registration plate coming past and sort of give a personalised message relevant to that vehicle and that owner in a way that just wasn't possible before. So I think digital out of home is having a renaissance.